Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is the Ashy Slashy, the Held the King of Evil Dead. And today we need to talk about my original video that I made it on the stop motions before. After I was getting retired of the making of the stop motion figures, which is my Ash Williams, Jason Voorhees, and Michael Myers figure that I brought back a million years ago. So maybe it could be the 3 years, of course, but I got from my NECA figure. Could I have made some stop motion at this moment? So let's just say we have to talk about this a bit in the past, and I'll see you at the end. Ash Williams vs. Jason Voorhees stop motion, February 11th, 2020. So I actually used Jason Voorhees figure before I got the 2003 from Freddy vs. Jason, and for Ash Williams what I got, but there is no box, but they have with the accessories, head changeables, and interchangeable hands. So I just thought of that once, sort of that from the image, but I thought it was actually the picture and the box was still there, but no, but there is accessories, changeable heads, changeable hands are still there because Ash Williams only in from the AliExpress from the delivery. So I went back to the Philippines. I just the first time until I was using the figure of the stop motion. The first time until I used the crossover, I used with the figure Ash Williams for the first time because he is my #1 favorite. But I think I'm a huge fan of Ash Williams. So the fact is, I decided to make it the Ash Williams win, but Jason Voorhees is my favorite #1 villain. So I like the Friday the 13th as always. I watch it from the Freddy vs. Jason, but this is a really awesome, and I like the crossover. And you know, Jason doesn't talk, so I just use it to make it run. But Jason does not walk as undead from the part 6 to 2003 Freddy vs. Jason. But only human can do that from the part 2, part 3, part 4, and the remake. So I just used the audio pack from the House of the Dead audio and the soundtrack of from the It Chapter 2. So when it is released, because there will be notable using with the downloading of the sound effects that actually came from the computer, but I don't know where the first time, so I actually used it from the TV series and the movie classic from the Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn, Ash vs. Evil Dead, and that's what's actually called the original. So I made this one a short stop motion, but it takes it over time with the stop motion figure, and I really can do that too, making with the fight scene of Jason was against Shred, but the mask was actually from the changeable, of course. Yes. Well, Ash Williams is actually using the Twisted to slice on the Jason's hockey mask, and Jason is usually to grab the neck. I make it with a stand, but there is no stand before, so when I got the from the NECA stand, and actually I just used the stand for a while, but there's no stand, so I just actually use it with the cereal box. So I can paint it with this one to look like a forest from the part 6 because it looks like it could be scary. And actually I just use it with the modern figures, which is I like. So I can't wait to see the figures for the first time. So I admit that I only the one I can use with the NECA figures called the NECA figure of Ash vs. Evil Dead and Freddy vs. Jason figures. And yes, because this is my favorite movie, alright? But I decided to make it with the ending scene, which is that no one else chooses to be ending, so I actually use it with a flashlight to shot multiple times on Jason's head. So well, However, Ash just actually shooting in the face, which is shot the 1 to 2 when he Jason teleporting. So he moves and right to be in front of him. So he shot it from the back. Shot out of the face. 2 shots multiple times with the flashlights on. And see for the cameo when I got the Michael Myers, and I got another one of the Michael Myers from 2018 Halloween when the movie was released. So I watched that Halloween 2018 because it was really awesome. It's really scary, and I like it because he's my number 2 favorite all the time. So let's just actually say about this, but this original was very short. So I have the commentary in my description. I'm really tired for making stop motion again because I have a headache and my phone has full storage. Seriously. So I have to lie to you, but I'm really so sorry that I actually get in my new phone to make it more spaces up with my storage because I just actually decided to make it in stop motion about the horror stop motion figures. Because I was thinking about that, I wanted to actually protagonist wins or the main villain wins, which is make it the very stronger who is the better it was. So which is actually I like it is I watch the horror movies, which is the best of the survivor or killer who will be win. So that's how I actually to use Ash Williams, that I'm making him win because he was actually my favorite, so I didn't want to choose Ash Williams to be win over Jason because Jason Voorhees is a strongest undead, and he has strength, and his weakness he can run as a zombie, and he also weaknesses is it might be to be drowned, faster on the water, and flood the teenagers to drown. So I really like that, but it looks like very even more scarier. So let's get next to the another of the remastering of the stop motion.